Danes je torek in smo na koncertu na razprodajni dvorani Benjamina Stanforda oziroma WFX-a. Evo, dvorana je polna, noter je noro, intervju takoj zatem.
We're talking about all these subjects, taking your deep, waking up every single sheep, who's still asleep. I'm not interested in making more money than I need. I just want to get back when I take the planet seed, deep into the earth, like I'm up and give them birth.
But how would you feel if you, I don't know, heard your music and you could say like, yeah, that's me, that's my music?
Well, it's happened a couple of times that it was weird. Like one time I walked into an ice cream shop in Berlin, and they were playing one of my songs, and I was like, oh, they saw me coming, they knew I was coming, and so I was kind of like this to the guy behind the counter. He was looking at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, nice music, and he's like, I don't know who that is. It was just on the playlist, but it came on, and so he didn't put it on. So I was like, can I just get chocolate and vanilla, please? And that was it. So that was pretty funny. There's been a few weird instances like that where I've heard people playing my music, but I don't know, it's just fun.
If we get to your back to basics, what is your music history? What did you grow up with?
I started off playing punk rock music with Cade, my manager now. But we'd known each other since we were 16. He played the drums and rapped, and I played guitar and sung. And we did a lot of Beastie Boys covers, and we did a lot of, Sublime was one of my favorite bands in the world. So we did a lot of that sort of music, and then as I grew up, I got more into heavy metal as well, and heavier stuff. But at the same time, I was also getting into jazz and R&B and roots. So I was in two bands at once. I was in a jazz band and I was in a heavy metal band. And then I was in a reggae band for a bit, and then also I was in a hip hop band. So yeah. Anyway, I was in a lot, and then also I was also rapping and singing with DJs in clubs. So that's when I came to do WFX. When I finally wanted to do my own thing, I already had all this experience of heavy metal, rock, you know, drum and bass, well, breaks and all that sort of stuff, and reggae, jazz.
And could you say your back to basics is also street performing? You get, I don't know, paid here for concerting in a club hall or, I don't know, festivals, but not on street. Is that your, I don't know, back to basics?
Well, I used to make a lot of money on the street. When I used to sell CDs, I could make anywhere between 500 to 1,500 euros in 2 hours. My minimum was 500 euros, you know, so it was good. So whenever people in clubs were like, oh, we'll pay you like 100 euro to come and play, I'd be like, no, I'm going to go out in the street perform. Why would I bother? So, you know, but it is the back to basics of WFX. WFX was born in the street. Before WFX, I was playing in clubs, in jazz bars, in cafes, I was in restaurants. I was doing lots of different shows on stages, you know, from the age of 17 to 23, I was doing lots of different stuff. Then when I became WFX, when I started doing WFX, that all started on the street, you know. But also at the beginning, I was also doing shows in clubs and festivals anyway, when I started doing WFX as well.
Lay it down.